Windows 7 is the path to the future. This leads me to the second topic that I wanted to take some time on today. How are we thinking about Windows 8, and what does this mean for you, and what does this mean for your customers? We are, of course, still in the midst of the development process for Windows 8. The 2 updates we have provided on Windows 8 so far have been focused. They've been focused on readying our hardware ecosystem to deliver Windows 8 devices. And with our most recent update in early June that Steve referenced, we also provided partners and customers a first glance at the new Windows 8 UI. The next update we will do on Windows 8 will come at our Build event this September in Anaheim. So at the heart of our ability to deliver Windows 8 is the flexibility that Windows has consistently shown. For 20 years now, Windows has defined the computing landscape for well over 1 billion customers around the world. It has continuously adapted to an always changing technology landscape, and it's this ability to adapt over time is what ensures Windows will continue to be highly relevant in the future. So the technology landscape of today, well, it includes immersive internet computing, touchscreens for sure, and ultra-portable devices more and more. The rapid evolution of technology in these last several years has really brought so much incredible change to so many aspects of our lives, and the web is driving much of this. The web is driving changes in the way we work, certainly the way we play, and the way we connect with others. You can connect to the cloud to share data instantaneously and securely with virtually anyone in the world, use natural user interface to interact with information in new and intuitive ways, develop rich applications that deliver these immersive end-user experiences, and of course the kinds of devices that people are using today to connect to the web are different too. They are lighter, they're thinner, they resume from sleep immediately. Some of them have batteries that can last for weeks at a time. Developers and partners want to be able to build apps that take advantage of the changes in the way that people interact with the applications and run on these devices. All of these trends that I've just talked about helped inform the development of Windows 8. So earlier this year, we provided a technical preview of Windows 8. It was for our hardware ecosystem, and it was the first time that we talked publicly about the next version of Windows. There, we announced that Windows 8 supports a new kind of hardware, system on a chip or SoC architectures, that will power the next generation of devices. We specifically demonstrated Windows running on systems from NVIDIA, from Qualcomm, and Texas Instruments, and they were all based on ARM architecture. And we also demonstrated Windows 8 on low-power SoC Intel and AMD systems, also showing the great innovation coming on x86 in the device space. This was a technical preview. It was still fairly early in the cycle. You saw motherboards and development systems, yet much progress had been made. The demonstration that we did itself highlighted the work we had done on the architecture to enable the richness of Windows to run natively on the ARM platform. There we showed support across a full range of scenarios like hardware-accelerated web browsing on IE, device support, and other features customers have come to expect, including Office apps. Then building on this technical preview, on June 1st in California, we unveiled the Windows UI for the first time. And on June 2nd in Taipei, we held another partner preview where we again demonstrated the UI and then provided our hardware ecosystem the latest update on Windows 8 systems across ARM, Intel, and AMD. As Steve noted, Windows 8 is a true reimagining of Windows, from the chip to the interface. And our demonstrations in June showed just some of the ways that we've reimagined the user interface for a new generation of touch-centric hardware. We designed Windows 8 from the ground up to be excellent for touch-only tablets and to work well with a keyboard and mouse. So over the last month, many of you have reached out to us to express your interest in knowing more about what we announced and how it might impact you. Let me take a moment now to give a quick visual tour through what we previewed in June. What you'll be seeing on the screen is a video that we made available on the web for everyone to get a sense for the Windows 8 experience. The video is posted after Julie Larson-Green's demo at the All Things D conference in June. The first thing you're going to see is the start screen. The start screen is a personal mosaic of tiles, and every app on your system is represented as a tile. Tiles are better than icons because each of the apps has a little more space to show a bit of its personality. The tiles are live. For example, the weather app can show you the current weather without you opening the app itself. You can arrange, you can group, and name them however you like. It puts you at the center and makes the experience personal. Apps are certainly an important part of the Windows 8 plan. And when Windows 8 ships, developers will already know how to build great apps. The Windows 8 UI is chromeless, and it's clean, and apps can take up the entire screen. Every single pixel on the screen is there to represent your information. As an app comes to life, Windows quickly fades to the background. The apps are beautiful. They're designed for touch and work well with the mouse and keyboard too. One of the great things about a PC is that you can multitask and work on two things at once. Snap allows you to easily view two apps at once. So with one simple gesture, you can snap one app next to another. You can choose to change which app is big and which one is small. And because we've designed Windows 8 to be fast, to be fluid, you can easily get to apps and then move between the apps. The Edge UI you're seeing allows you to just take your finger and swipe from the side to move through your running list of apps. Controls are also easy to get to, and then they quickly get out of your way. Seeing now one of the most important apps is the browser. IE 10 and Windows 8 will deliver fully touch-optimized browsing with all the power of hardware acceleration. And although this new user interface is designed and optimized for touch, it works equally well with the mouse and keyboard. Seeing now, we've even designed a new ergonomic keyboard that puts all the keys right under your thumbs. Windows 8 also runs the existing Windows apps so that you use and love. They are just as easy to switch to, and you can use them alongside your new Windows 8 apps. Here's Microsoft Office in a Windows 8 environment, as we demonstrated in both January and June. Because it is a PC, it has a file system. The file system has your documents and photos, your videos and music. You can get to your photos from your existing Windows program, as well as your new Windows 8 apps. And Windows apps can share information with one another, adding new capabilities to other apps. For example, your pictures will be available in your existing file system, as well as a photo service. No copying, no pasting, or trying to save things. Just select the pictures or unselect them. The apps will just talk with each other. And so as you have more apps, the system just keeps getting more powerful. Windows 8. It's an upgrade for an entire ecosystem of PCs. It's for the hundreds of millions of modern PCs that exist today and for the devices of tomorrow. Our hardware partners have a great opportunity to create the next generation of devices that, together with Windows 8, will meet the needs of the modern consumer and the modern workforce. The breadth of hardware choice is unique to Windows and is central to how we see Windows evolving. In both of our Windows 8 previews, we talked about continuing on with the important trend that we started with Windows 7, keeping system requirements either flat or reducing them over time. Windows 8 will be able to run on a wide range of machines because it will have the same requirements or lower. And we've also built intelligence into Windows 8 so that it can adapt to the user experience based on the hardware of the user. So whether you're upgrading an existing PC or buying a new one, Windows will adapt to make the most of that hardware. For our business customers, your customers, this is an important element because the ability of Windows 8 to run on Windows 7 devices ensures that the hardware investment that these customers are making today will be able to take advantage of Windows 8 in the future. And there's beautiful hardware in the market today, and in fact, in tomorrow's device keynote, you'll be able to see and get a sense for both what's out there today and the pipeline to come. We see a future with a heterogeneous environment of Windows 8 devices and apps running alongside Windows 7 PCs and applications, so customers can move forward with their Windows 7 rollouts more confidently and with more motivation than ever. And not only will Windows 7 hardware be compatible with Windows 8, so will software investments. There is no doubt that the best way to get to the future is to embrace the present. Earlier, I briefly mentioned Build. Build is a new event that will show modern hardware and software developers how to take advantage of the future of Windows. It is the first place to dive deep into the future of Windows. Hardware partners and developers who attend Build will be able to work hands-on with Windows 8 touch-centric user interface and learn how to create apps that leverage the power and the flexibility of Windows. We also welcome corporate developers to Build, to really begin to learn, to plan for how they will build web-connected and web-powered apps for their enterprise. So let me leave you with one key takeaway, which I think really defines the opportunity I talked about earlier. And that is that the path to Windows 8 starts with Windows 7. It's the perfect time for customers to update their environment. Modern hardware, a modern OS, modern applications, and a modern browser. Together, we can add measurable value to customers by helping them get to Windows 7, Office 2010, IE9, all on the latest server infrastructure. The time is right now to lay the foundation for the future. Thank you so much.